Which would you rather have? A shiny promise of an extra £460 next year, or keeping the £300 cash that's being snatched out of your pocket right now, just as the frost starts biting? Greetings, citizens of the realm. We stand at a pivotal moment in the UK's financial history. The headlines across the kingdom are trumpeting a victory, a £460 annual increase to the state pension, courtesy of the triple lock. But as any student of history knows, what the Treasury grants with one hand, the Exchequer often reclaims with the other. Beneath the surface of this pay rise lies a tactical retreat, the withdrawal of the winter fuel payment for over 10 million souls. Today, at the Round Table, we shall unsheathe the truth. We will dissect the mechanics of this increase, expose the hidden tax traps lying in wait, and arm you with the strategy needed to maintain your financial sovereignty in a chilling economic climate. The mechanics of the triple lock. To defend your wealth, you must first understand the reinforcement. The triple lock is not a mere policy. It is a statutory guarantee that the state pension rises by whichever is highest. Inflation, Wu, or average earnings growth. As of September, the deciding factor is average earnings, currently sitting at 4. This translates to a projected boost of approximately £460 per year for those on the full new state pension, taking the weekly payment from £221.20 to around £230. However, we must be precise. If you are on the old state pension, those who reach retirement age before April 2016, your increase will be closer to £350. While this reinforcement is welcome, it is arriving in April 2025, leaving a significant gap between Jur Day and the reinforcement's arrival. Sam, the winter breach, the cash flow crisis. Here is where the fortress walls crumble. The government justifies the removal of the winter fuel payment worth up to £300 by pointing to the £460 rise. But this is a classic timing trap. The reality check. You are losing up to £300 this winter, right as the Ofgem energy price cap has risen by 10%. Yet, you won't see a single penny of that £460 increase until April 2025. The cliff edge example. Consider a pensioner whose income is just £1 over the threshold for pension credit. Because of that, £1, they lose the £300 winter fuel payment. Their energy bills rise by an estimated £149 this season. Total immediate deficit, £449. They are effectively being asked to survive a cold winter with a £449 hole in their bucket, based on the promise of an £8.85 per week raise in the spring. In the eyes of King Arthur Finance, this is not a pay rise. It is a forced loan where the pensioner pays the interest in discomfort. So, the hidden enemy fiscal drag, and the HMRC tax trap, even when April arrives. The full £460 is an illusion for many. Enter the silent invader, fiscal drag. The personal allowance, the amount you can earn tax-free, is frozen at £12, $570 until 2028. As the triple lock pushes your pension higher, it devours your tax-free breathing room. The math of the trap. If the new state pension rises to £11, you have only £608 left before you hit the 20% tax bracket. Imagine you have a modest private pension or a part-time job earning just £50 a week, £2, £600 a year. Your total income is now £14. HMRC will tax everything above £12. Chink suta shapta zech at doa %. That £460 increase HMRC will immediately take £92 of it in tax. Your actual gain is £368. Now subtract the £300 winter fuel payment you lost, and your net benefit for the entire year is a mere £68. That is less than £1, 31 a week to combat 4% inflation. You aren't being protected. You are being dragged into the taxman's net. Woo. The strategy fortifying your position. How do we repel these invaders? We must use every tactical advantage. Strategy 1. The Pension Credit Crusade. This is the master key. If your weekly income is below £218, single or £332 couple, apply immediately. Success doesn't just give you extra cash. It passports you to the winter fuel payment. The warm home discount, £150. And potentially a free TV license and council tax reduction, it can be worth over £3, $500 a year in total value. Strategy 2. The ISA Shield. If you have savings in a standard account, the interest might push you over the tax threshold. Move that gold into a cash ISA. Within this shield, your interest is invisible to HMRC. It keeps your taxable income lower, protecting your state pension from being taxed. Strategy 3. Strategic Drawdown. If you have a SIPP or private pension, consider the timing of your withdrawals. Taking too much in one tax year could trigger a higher tax bill. Use your 25% tax-free lump sum wisely to bridge the gap this winter, instead of taking taxable income that pushes you into the fiscal drag trap. Leo. The verdict and call to arms. The £460 increase is a victory on paper, but a challenge in practice. The path to financial independence in the UK is no longer a straight road. It is a labyrinth of rules and thresholds. Your quest is clear. Do not be lulled into complacency by the headlines. Audit your income. Check your eligibility for credits. And shield your assets from fiscal drag. If you value this high-level briefing, join the King Arthur Finance Brotherhood. Subscribe and hit the notification bell to ensure you are never caught off guard by the Exchequer's next move. Knowledge is the only true Excalibur. Until the next gathering at the Round Table, stay vigilant and stay prosperous. Farewell.
Your Grand Ether Kingdom, subscribe to King Arthur Valention, list all open the to freedom.